Fire signs, what's up? What's up? Let's see what's going on for you. Aries, Leo, Sag. I am doing this reading on 02202020. I talked about this in the air sign reading about the significance of the zeros in numerology, about the God protection, about the spiritual nature, and the twos as the combination, the couple, the two, also the bonding of your masculine and feminine energies. That is significant today as I do this reading for the 21st and 22nd, and on the 22nd, 02222020. Okay? Wombat spirit, be at home. All right, this is a little bit about slowing down. Little bit about slowing down, clearing out the clutter. I like the green energy. Overcome any obstacle. You do have a lot. You may have some obstacles in your way here, but I feel like it's self-made. It's like a thing that you have created for yourself, and that has turned things into a. I don't know about you, but when I have a lot of clutter around me, and I am a cluttery person. I definitely am. I like to see things, and I'm not going to apologize for that because that's just how I am. I like to see stuff. I like to see what I have. When I don't see things, I forget about them. And so that's just me. I mean, it's like, that's why my closets are always open. That's why I have things around my house that I can see them. That's why some kind of, different kinds of food sit out on the counter, things that are supposed to sit out on the counter anyway, or in terms of not refrigeration. But you know what I mean? Like, I definitely feel like when things are out of sight, it's out of mind. And I think that this can be a stressful thing when you're talking about relationship. Somebody is feeling like out of sight, out of mind. Somebody is feeling that right now. This is the channeling part of the reading. So it's not always in the cards, really. Not always. Not always. Cards are sometimes just a jumping off point. You know what I mean? Ace of Wands. That's underneath here. New beginning. Woo! 10 of Swords. Right out the gate. Right out the gate. 10 of Swords. The Moon. Oh, that's nice. An ending of fear about commitment. An end to the fear. Look at that. So that's the only time, in my view, when you see a 10 of Swords right before a card about fear or resistance or anything like that, an end to it. So it can also be the past hurt now is closed up, right? Because there's a new beginning coming. And the Hierophant is there. Pisces, Taurus. 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups. How very nice when we're talking about the twos. Ace of Swords. Sometimes the deck talks to you. Because you know what this says? Yes. Whenever I say something and the Ace of Swords comes out, I'm always like, whatever I just said, man, is like a big ol' yes. 8 of Wands, Page of Wands, 3 of Swords. My. Let's right off the gate, off the bat here. 3 of Swords. What is that about? Please clarify the 3 of Swords for me. Past. Okay. This, again, is like a putting to rest past pain. Whatever's going on here, whatever connection is happening, it is because of the need to put to rest old pain. Clear out the clutter of the old pain. So something is coming up with between the two of you or in this new relationship that has the effect of clearing out old clutter. So that's the purpose, one of the purposes of this relationship. Pisces, Taurus. So this says to me that in the past, someone was very hurt by a relationship that had a third party connection to it. And that kept you or the other person from moving into a love relationship, right? This is a love relationship, a very nurturing one. Wow, very cool. A very nurturing relationship, very caring, very kind. So the nice part about this is the wombat spirit about feeling at home or being at home, I feel like this new person coming in within the next 2 months could already be here. Ace of Swords, Two of Cups could already be here, has the effect, a cleansing effect, removal of fear. This person, if this is the other person here, could be a friend. Could have started out as a friendship. And they do a lot of research. Well, obviously for hundreds of years, we've wondered what love is. We've looked at, how does this happen? What is this all about? The combination of passion and intimate connection, right? Intimacy, emotional intimacy. So physical intimacy, emotional intimacy, and commitment. So anyone who's had some fear around commitment, that has been blocking relationship. Anyone who's friend zoned people because of the fear of emotional intimacy has blocked relationship. Any one of you who has blocked physical intimacy has the effect of blocking relationship, and that has all worked out to some baggage that needs to be done. Okay, if this relationship is going to move forward, and Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and Ace of Swords. Just like the air sign reading, Ace of Cups is missing. The Ace of Cups came up in the extended for the air sign reading. Very interestingly. So I do feel like there's love here. There's deep feelings here for each other. This is a very nurturing, beautiful connection. All right, there's a possibility of commitment here. The Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. What needs to happen here, let me clarify more about the Ace of Swords. Some kind of truth, and I feel like each one of you has your own truth, but this Ace of Swords for this person who's Three of Cups, Two of Cups. Yeah, somebody was cheated on. Yes, there's another yes card. Tower, King of Cups. So this person who was cheated on, the one of you who was cheated on, runs scared from relationships, even though it makes you happy, even though there has been deep feeling, even though it's almost like immaterial, and that's getting blown apart because of the happiness. The truth that comes out in this relationship is that love can be happy. Love can be a joy. Love can be nurturing. Love is kind. Love is sacred. Love is capable. Love is real, right? There's a lot of conversation going on and the ability to try something new. This is like the spark to something new, because all of these old ideas may have crusted over a little bit. You know what I mean? Like sometimes a person's truth or a belief is just a statement that's repeated over and over again. And this has become clutter. It has become, the hoarding shows, when they block the door, there's so much stuff in there. There's too much stuff. That's what's here. There's too much stuff blocking the door. And the Tower needs to happen to clear that, so that feelings can flow evenly and easily, so that it's almost like you're getting a quadruple bypass to your heart. And it's required. A quadruple bypass, something about that, something about some life-changing event, some life-changing Tower event or something like that has brought this to light. Because when the Tower explodes, right, there's this, there's dark, and then there's the power of the lightning bolt hitting the Tower and wrecking, laying it waste, okay, to the new idea that can come through, right, the new baby. The brand new idea, the youthful experience of love. Back to that kind of puppy love, the very innocent kind of love. And that is what is occurring here. Very sweet and innocent and loving and real. But all of these crusted over beliefs are getting ejected. This is over the next 2 months. I feel like there's going to be, in this connection, this person's coming in, and I feel like there's going to be a series of explosions or a series of going down a road and hearing the stories of the other person, or talking about why did you marry that person, or, you know, old things coming to light. We're clearing out the clutter. We're going through the emotional wreckage. And it's not, you know, like I believe, because I'm talking about beliefs here, I'm really getting a lot about beliefs here. The experience that you or this person have had makes you feel justified in blocking the door with the clutter, because that has been your experience. But this connection is not about that. This connection is fresh and new and light and still deeply loving, emotionally intimate, compatible friend. There's friend at the core of this too. There's love and friendship. Those things are very bonding and very strong. And there's commitment, because that needs to end. The fear of commitment needs to end, like I said. So how that happens is all of those belief systems that have crusted over get looked at because of this relationship. You're just taking it for granted that those things are true. And they're not true. They're just true based on your experience of the past. So do you want to keep reliving that, or do you want to have a different experience? And I think that's the thing that's hitting here, is we're shifting out of that, like, love always hurts. Love hurts. Love doesn't hurt. Your experience was not about love. Your experience was the pain of losing love. That's what hurt, not the actual love. So I'm going to keep going. I do see Sagittarius, Leo. I see you guys here. I see water signs. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Taurus. We'll look at that. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Taurus. We'll also look at, get some advice for you. Talk about this person's true motives. I feel like this is an interesting person coming into your life. Pisces, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay? All right. The link is below if you'd like to continue with me. If not, have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.